The Lunar New Year event is coming back to Pokemon Go, and this is actually going to be a pretty big one, mainly because there are going to be some bonuses that are going to elevate your gameplay. I'm going to be talking about all of this in today's video. Let's get right into it. Alright, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about this upcoming in-game event celebrating the Lunar New Year, and this event is looking to be very important. The reason for that is because of one particular bonus that's going to be activated during this event, and I think this is something that you will definitely want to utilize right now, especially because of remote trading. So let's go over the details for this Lunar New Year event, and then afterwards let me talk about why this event is so important. The Lunar New Year event is going to start on Tuesday, February 17 at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until Saturday, February 21st at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. It's not necessarily going to be a long event, but every single day is going to matter for one specific reason. So let's talk about the event bonuses, because I really think this event is super important because of these bonuses specifically. First and foremost, you're going to have an increased chance to get lucky Pokemon in trades. That means if you're doing a whole bunch of trades every single day, there's going to be a higher chance you're going to get some lucky Pokemon out of those trades. And then you're going to have an increased chance to become lucky friends, and I think this is probably the most important bonus of this event, because if you were to accumulate a whole bunch of lucky friends and eventually unlock remote trades with those friends, then you're going to get yourself a whole bunch of lucky Pokemon. And then you're going to have a chance to have Pokestops that are going to turn gold without a golden lure module, which means you're going to get more items from those Pokestops and possibly a Gimmighoul spawn. I don't necessarily know to this day how that exactly works, because every golden lure module I've ever been to, I've never seen a Gimmighoul, but yeah, that is something you should definitely pay attention to. And then, since this is the year of the horse when it comes to the Lunar New Year, that means you're going to have an increased chance to get shiny Blitzel, shiny Darumaka, as well as shiny Gimmighoul. Now, when it comes to the wild encounters, again, it's all going to be themed around the year of the horse. You're going to be seeing a whole bunch of Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta, Fuecoco, which is very interesting, as well as Blitzel and Darumaka as an uncommon spawn. But Blitzel, Ponyta, and Galarian Ponyta are going to be the main Pokemon of this event, considering, yeah, it is the year of the horse, but I'm kind of curious about Fuecoco. Darumaka has always been kind of like a staple wild spawn with the Lunar New Year's event, so if you're missing out on any of the shinies for Darumaka or any of these other Pokemon, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get them. And then there's going to be field research tasks that's going to award you with encounters with event-themed Pokemon. It's probably going to be Ponytas, Galarian Ponytas, as well as Blitzels, and possibly Darumakas. It's a great way for you to get high IV shinies, but I will say these Pokemon are not necessarily that impactful, except for maybe Fuecoco and Darumaka. And then finally, let me mention that there is going to be a paid time to research during this event. It's going to cost $1.99 USD, or the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency, and you're going to be awarded with 200 Pokecoins, 2 Lucky Eggs, 1 Incense, as well as encounters with Blitzel and Darumaka. It's basically a $2 bundle that's going to give you Pokecoins and Lucky Eggs and Incense. It's not necessarily that great of a deal, but if you're willing to get a few extra things from this event, then yes, this timed research is going to be available for purchase. Alright, so let me first get this out of the way. I think when it comes to the wild spawns and some of the other things in this event, there's not necessarily a lot to be excited about. I know a lot of players were hoping for some really nice Pokemon for this year's Lunar New Year event, considering it is the year of the horse. There's plenty of different horse-type Pokemon that are really cool and very popular, but they're not going with them, which is kind of unfortunate. And yeah, I think because of that, this event is kind of a step down from previous year's Lunar New Year events. But I do want to talk about that lucky friend bonus because I think that is probably one of the most important bonuses that you could utilize right now. Lucky trades are some of the best ways for you to get shundos as well as 100% IVs for legendaries. It is one of the best things about Pokemon Go. The only problem is that hitting lucky friends with anyone on your friends list does require quite a lot. On top of you having to be at least best friends with your friends, you need to interact with them for a small chance of becoming lucky friends. But because of this bonus, there is a high chance that you will hit more lucky friends, and then when you finally hit forever friends with those lucky friends, then you could do lucky remote trades. I think this is all something that a lot of players need to pay attention to. If you're able to hit lucky friends with a whole bunch of your friends and then you were able to do remote trades with those friends, you're gonna get yourself a whole bunch of lucky Pokemon. And I think because of that, this particular bonus this year is a little bit more impactful than previous times where we've had this bonus. So yeah, because of that, I think this event is quite important. It's specifically because of the increased chance of hitting lucky friends. I think that alone has made this one of those events you do not want to miss out on. But like I said, they are not giving us some really good wild spawns, as well as a lot of other things with this event that just seems very mediocre. So I totally recognize that there are probably going to be some mixed reactions, and I think that's totally justified. But yeah, this is basically it. There's nothing really else to talk about regarding this event. Again, I think it's very important, and of course you don't necessarily have to go out and play hardcore. You just need to make sure you interact with all of your friends during this event and continue to do so even up to this event, because you want to make sure you're working on your forever friends grind with all the people on your friends list. And that way, once you can unlock those remote trades, then anyone that is a lucky friend who is a forever friend, there you go, remote lucky trades. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Definitely share your thoughts regarding this event down below. What do you think about this bonus? What do you think about this event as a whole? Do you feel like it's a good event? Do you feel like it's one you're going to skip out on? Definitely share your thoughts in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And if you want to support everything that I do, if you really enjoyed this video, the best way you could support my channel is going to be by hitting that like button, and also subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload videos. And of course, check out the links in the description below. One of them is to my Patreon page, and if you want to play Pokemon Go with me, if you want to work on our friendship levels together and become a lucky friend with me, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon, because I add all of my patrons to my Pokemon Go friends list. And also there's a link to my Etsy store in the description below. It's kind of like my side hustle. It's the thing that I've been doing outside of YouTube. And if you want to support my channel, that's another way you could do it. And if you're a fan of anime and K-pop, there's probably going to be something there for you. So make sure you go and check it out. Again, the link to it is in the description below. And that's going to be it for this video. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you in the next video.